What up, man? How you doing?
Hi Jacob. Hey guys. How how are you all?
I'm doing good. Can't complain. How
Yeah.
about yourself?
Yeah.
How's
I'm
life been
doing
treating
good.
you?
Yeah. Yeah,
How's
no,
life been treating you?
no, yeah, it's been a crazy ride, shall we say?
Crazy ride?
Yeah, no, I'm happy to be back on the show.
It's good to have
I'm
you over
happy
here,
to
man. I mean, I wouldn't
yeah,
call it much of a show, just hanging out, but I'm glad to have you
yeah,
here.
but yeah, no, it's been a while since
It
I've been on.
has.
Yeah, been doing a lot, going to the gym a lot as well. And yeah,
Let's
no,
see. Yeah, you gonna pull out the guns for us?
maybe, maybe another time,
Maybe
but
another time.
yeah,
All right.
I can but yeah.
I've been feeling a little saucy lately. I feel like I've been getting in good shape too.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, we're gonna have a flex off.
yeah. Okay.
Me and you.
All right. Yeah. No, it sounds cool. Sounds like a plan, eh?
Yeah, no, I've been trying to do. I really cut back on my drinking lately because
So
it was like a mixture of reasons. Granny stopped drinking um, because he wasn't feeling very good about it, and I don't want to go too much into his stuff, but I was thinking
yeah.
about it too, and I was like, I don't need to be drinking as much as I drink, so I went to whatever I went to whatever they said the okay amount was. I think it's like 7 drinks a week is like an okay amount. That like averages out to like 1 drink a night or something like that. I'm kind of on that tip now. I think I'm actually doing less than 7 drinks a week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel a lot
Yeah.
better. I'm not gonna lie. I feel a lot better.
Yeah.
It's
Me
easier to
too.
stay
Too.
hydrated.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Exactly. I haven't had a drink for um a while actually. I guess I
Good.
had my fun. Do you know
Cause
what I
what?
mean? I haven't had like a drink for a while, so yeah, I guess I had my fun.
What made you take a break?
Like I just gotten tired of it. It's like the
Good.
same thing
Good.
over and over.
No, I'm glad to hear that, man. Was it easy
Yeah,
to stop?
thank you. Yeah, of course. Like I'll have something here, like here and there, but
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Yeah, no, there's
yeah,
not, and I don't think there's anything wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with having a drink here and there. The problem is when it gets away from you. And
yeah,
like I've said it to myself, I've said it to other people. Like it's definitely gotten away from me at times where it's just like, oh, I remember some live streams like back when I first started the YouTube channel. I'd put down a bottle of rum and just keep going like the
yeah.
whole show. And I'm like, nah, you don't need to be doing that stuff.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
Yeah,
That
it was
was
bad.
years ago. That
Yeah,
was
it
years
wasn't it
ago.
wasn't the best time for me.
You know, but I guess we had our fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's easier now. It's easier for me to just have like I can like I didn't have any drinks last night when I was on. Last night I just did gaming, and I drank uh a whole liter of almond milk the whole time I was on. Like I've
Oh yeah.
become addicted to almond milk. I've been drinking a lot of it. It's apparently it's good for hydration, and so I've
All
been
right. Yeah. No,
drinking a
that's
lot
cool.
more of it. But
Yeah.
tonight I
No,
decided
that's
I was gonna have a little mixed drink. Did
all
some
right.
cherry
Yeah.
Pepsi and a little bit of
Yeah.
rum
Nice. Cherry Pepsi.
or no whiskey. Cherry Pepsi, yeah.
Uh, Yeah. So, what time is it there
It
in
is.
Chicago?
Let's see, 7:45 or
Nice.
7:43.
The time here is 10:44 a.m.
Mm.
Yeah.
So usually when I'm getting on, you're usually getting ready for bed.
Mm.
So are you waking up now,
Yeah.
or are you getting ready for bed?
I got like I got like probably like um around in around in around an hour ago.
Oh, you woke up about an hour ago?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gotcha. So you told me there were some new happenings going on, that you had some new things going on with more of like the sci-fi side. You said you had some alien stuff that you wanted to talk to me and some UFO stuff you wanted to talk to me about.
Oh yeah. I've been going down that path again, sorta.
Yeah.
But it is fascinating to see, to like, of course, like, not only to see them, like, but like to actually like um do the research on like uh these topics. But like but yeah, I have a friend who I know who's who had an experience. I might get him to come on here soon. Of course, if he wants.
Yeah. If he wants to, he's always welcome. I like hearing about people's experiences whenever they have something cool happen. How's it going, Vaughn?
Yeah, so, yeah, it is interesting because he had like an experience that he had like a few days ago. So yeah.
Yeah,
So
Vaughn. Andre's not really short of breath. He and I don't know if this is today, but sometimes when he comes online, he gets a little nervous. But
yeah, yeah, no, but I've been doing this for for a while.
well, I mean, compared to when you first got on, like it was hard to get a sentence out of you before. Like sometimes it would take you a while to get through what you were saying. Now you talk a little bit more fluid than you used to.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, the first time I came on here, goodness me, like that was the first time I've actually been like exposed to these kind of show streams. So
Yeah.
I was like 100% nervous, like flat out. But of course, then since I've gotten the exposure, it's
And you
I've
wouldn't
been
call so what would you call your friend's experience? Was it more supernatural? Would you call it mystical? What kind of experience did your friend have?
I would say like it has to do with probably like the paranormal as well, because the paranormal is also considered the things that I like what people they will consider as not as normal, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
paranormal is a good word for it. I mean, because I think a lot of things that we would call like interdimensional or things that we just can't like exactly point to and know exactly what it is. Like sometimes I think ghosts are like residual energy. There's a lot of different things that I think like ghosts and other things could possibly be. And
yeah,
I think a lot of the times we try to explain it with like angels, aliens, ghosts,
mm,
and then we use all of these terms in order to try to explain something as humans. And I think we're just
mm,
guessing because we don't really know the answer. But I don't know. I think it fits.
yeah, true. Like when people say that like aliens are angels, it, because they say like both of them can fly.
Yeah.
I say how? Because like angels they can fly because they have the wings to fly, yeah.
Oh, okay. Let
But
me let me break it down a
yeah,
little more specific for you. Well, first let me catch up the chat.
Andre is the man.
Wonkaroo says Andre is the man, and
Hey,
then Gonzo
welcome.
said it would be difficult to find a better dude than Andre. Exactly. Got a lot of fans in the chat. But so when it comes to angels, there are, I want to say, 7 different classes of angels. I don't know if Bossman has any knowledge of this, but I used to study this, and there's lots of different angels, and some of them are actually described as like flaming wheels. It's not always the angelic, like humanoid with wings that people would expect. Like biblical angels are quite different than the popular image. Yes. Okay, so Vaughn knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, there's like the cherubim, the, the cherubim. I would have to look, but there's a lot of different depictions of angels, and not a lot of them look like what you would think of as like a flying being, or like, yeah, Vaughn was talking about it, wheels within wheels. And that's actually how some angels are described. So if you think about a saucer, that's actually very similar to the type of angels. And there's these other ones that are almost like totally covered in wings, and those are the ones that are directly under God, and they're the only ones that can communicate with God. And apparently they're like surrounded by wings, and there's actual no form to them besides wings, because you don't know what their actual form is. But there's like a bunch of different angels. Usually what people only hear about are the like the winged ones, like a Cupid or something like that. Yeah, usually that's the angel that everybody pictures. But I think those angels are more comparable to like a flying cryptid. Like if somebody said they saw some kind of flying humanoid being, I would say that's the kind of angel that they're describing. But the vague term of angels is actually very, very big. Yeah, there's one that's all eyeballs too. Yeah, I heard about that one. But yeah, there's a bunch of different types of angels.
The Bible had described like angels, like of course there are, like, for example, right? Demons, they are angels, but they are like fallen from heaven, like because they turned against God.
Yeah, you're talking about specific fallen angels.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it is fascinating how this whole thing operates. But like, I've been studying the Bible for a long time. No. It's been a wild game. It's definitely been a wild game. But
let's see if I can. Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can get. I'm gonna give you a few different different types of angels here, because there's actually quite a few. Let me see if I can pull some up for you that you can look at here. Let's do this.
Okay.
Present. And this one's got like 15 different classes. Let me pull it up. And so the cherubim, which are the ones that are directly under under God, the ones that I said, they look like they're surrounded by wings. There's the cherubim, there's guardian angels, there's the fallen angels, which you talked about. The Ophium or whatever. This is the one with concentric rings. And it's just an eyeball in the center with rings on the outside of it. It's an interesting one as well. But yeah, there's a bunch of different actual angels. Yeah, this is another one that's described as almost all wings. The seraphim.
Yeah, it goes pretty deep. This whole thing.
Yeah.
Like angels and different.
Yeah, but yeah, there's quite a few different kinds. That's what's neat about it, is like, so even when humans use that term angels to try to describe it, they're actually doing it pretty well. Cherubim, all their multi-faced ones. Oh, okay. It's like the 3-sided face ones or 4-sided face ones.
Yeah.
I remember those ones too. Yeah, there's actually quite a few. Yeah, they're probably all metaphorical, and I'm not necessarily saying I believe in them because most of the things that I think are described in the Bible or in these old texts, it's just humans' interpretation of what they're seeing, and I think they're trying to describe it the best they can. And then this is how we end up with these weird shapes, and it's the same reason we ended up with the term flying saucer in the first place. Is there was a pilot just trying to describe what he saw, and it reminded him of a saucer flying through the air, like because nothing's actually saucer shaped. It would be shaped like something else. He was just trying to like describe what it was to him. Just like when I guarantee when people were doing sacrifices in the past, like if there was like an eclipse, they probably thought the world was going to end. They probably had no idea what was going on before science told them, "Oh, it's just an eclipse. It's going to go away, and then everything will be back to normal." But back in the day, before they had science to tell them that, I mean, most of the time you'd probably just think, "Oh, okay, the gods are mad at us. We need to make a sacrifice or something like that."
Yeah.
And
Crazy.
you see that all the time in old civilizations. They just did the best they could with what they had. That's why if you look at a lot of old maps, a lot of people thought if you sailed too far, you just go off the edge of the world. Like they thought you'd reach the end of the water and just fall off.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just humans trying to find their place in the world and understand the things around them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but yeah, any plans for the weekend, Jacob?
I might do some kayaking. I don't know. I got a few things I want to do, but I got a little bit of work I got to get done too. I wanted to go on my big kayaking trip, but I got one estimate that I got to do that's out of town, so I'm gonna kind of put that on hold for a little bit so I can get a little bit more work done.
That's good. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been staying so busy with work. I actually hired 2 guys to help me out because I'm just staying too busy. And it's the only thing to kind of like free up some time is hopefully get a couple people to help me.
It's of course I haven't ever been kayaking, so
Yeah. Well, we gotta get you out to Florida. Once we get you to Florida. I don't know. McIntosh said he's gonna be looking at getting a studio in Chicago. So if he gets a studio in Chicago, the 3 of us should all sit down and meet up in Chicago. That'd be fun too.
Yeah. That sounds like
I'd take you guys out for coffee.
How's Michael McIntosh?
He's doing good. I know he's been working on music a lot. But yeah, he messaged me the other day and told me that he knew Donald Trump was going to be president. And I said, wait a minute. I said, I was the one telling everybody that Donald Trump was going to be president and nobody believed me. I was like, because he told me he was going to be part of the Republican Party. And I said, it doesn't really matter who's in the Republican race right now because no one else is going to win. And Vivek Ramaswamy wasn't going to win. Like, I knew JD Vance was, like, I knew all these people weren't going to win. So it was weird when people were telling me that they thought some Republican was going to win. I'm like, no, Donald Trump is clearly going to be the only Republican in this. I was like, but here's where we're at.
He was high in the polls. He was
What's that?
High in the polls. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was leaps and bounds. Like he had to. The only way that a Republican would have won is if the Democratic Party could have somehow put Donald Trump in jail for the crimes that they were pulling against him at the time. So I figured that's possible, but
yeah. But
you've been following the news in the United States?
Yeah, of course. It's crazy.
What do you think? What do you think's going on right now? What's the craziness? What is it? What's the
governor of California?
Gavin Newsom?
Yeah. He's crazy.
He's crazy. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, yeah, he is a little crazy. I've been watching I've been watching what's his face. Gavin Newsom is really coping with like what's going on, and it's kind of funny because he's trying to like go above federal law, which like states. Don't get me wrong, states are allowed their own rights, but
Mhm,
if you're going against federal policy, then there's
mhm.
going to start being issues.
Yeah, exactly. And it seems like he is going against those
Respectfully,
things.
Trump
I
is
think he's
PT
trying to
Barnum,
cause
in my honest
chaos
opinion.
for no reason. Because
I I don't think he's totally PT Barnum. He is out for the entertainment. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's like I don't think he's doing anything that he didn't tell his voters that he was going to do. I don't think he's breaking it. Like I don't think he's doing anything wrong. It's wild. I had somebody read me a statistic the other day that said something about like uh yeah, United States citizens commit more crimes than illegal immigrants, and I laughed at him because I was like, "What a fucking shit
when he
statistic!
said
hundred
he
percent
said
of
that,
illegal immigrants commit crimes. 100% of them because they're illegal immigrants. Like, it's a federal crime to just be an illegal immigrant. Like, I don't know. She just made me laugh.
the damn
I was like, I don't even
Democrats.
understand where these numbers are coming from.
Yeah. But yeah, I have a friend. His name is Sultan Islam. He was on. He did appear on Apex TV. But he is also campaigning for governor of California in 2026. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
And is he a United States citizen?
he is. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I mean,
Mhm.
that's cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, yeah. Like, of course, he is a Democrat. Well, he was a Republican, but I believe that the reason why he switched over to the Democratic Party is because the Democratic Party in California is much more popular in California. So he has to like adjust himself to that side, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. So when did this book come out? Okay, so I was looking up what Vaughn said. There's another book by P.T. Barnum called The Art of Money Getting or Golden Rules for Making Money. It might actually just be the plagiarized version of uh, The Art of the Deal.
Uh, the art of the deal.
That's
Donald
funny.
Trump.
Yeah. No, he very well might have took that right off of took that right off P.T. Barnum
Yeah.
because I assume P.T. Barnum's book came out way
Mm.
before. When did P.T.
I mean,
Barnum's
like,
book come
of
out?
course, like a lot of my friends here in Australia, they're not even like Australian. Like I know people who's from like different countries, like Saudi Arabia, um, Brazil. Of course, a few of them are from uh,
Yeah,
the
PT. So PT Barnum wrote a book very similar to Donald Trump. So Donald Trump's is called The Art of the Deal, and PT Barnum's book is called The Art of Money Getting, and it originally came out in 1880. So yeah, The Art of Money Getting: Golden Rules for Making Money by PT Barnum. Interesting. Very interesting. I'd have to look into it and see what book, like what parts of the book are similar, but the names are very similar, and it's all about making money. I feel like P.T. Barnum had a whole different method for making money because they eventually didn't they make what's it called um like having I don't know if it was animals or if it was sideshows like the people which ones they made illegal, and depending on where you were at. Because I know a lot of animals you weren't allowed to take around in the circus. I think that's what P.T. Barnum did, was the circus guy.
That's interesting.
P.T. Barnum famously said, "Another sucker is born every day." Who's the one who said a sucker is born every minute? A sucker is born every minute. Google search is the one that came up.
Yeah, so what's going on?
Is a quotation often associated with P.T. Barnum, an American showman from the 19th. Yeah, it's a P.T. Barnum quote. What is the saying? There is one born every minute. Wow. Yeah. Looks like P.T. Barnum was the first one to come up with it. Dang. Yeah, that is pretty neat. Well, and I just learned this the other day after the whole Elon Musk thing, because Elon Musk and Donald Trump are like feuding. And I was like looking into Elon Musk. Turns out he didn't have anything to do with starting Tesla. He wasn't even like the main person at Tesla. Yeah, no, he just kind of like bought into it and wanted to be the face. Like he was like one of the top 3 major owners, but he was like tied for 3rd with all of these other majority stock owners. And then he eventually just started wanting to get all of his name and publicity tied to Tesla. And then when Tesla started to go under, what made him pull out what's it called? What made him pull Tesla out of the slumps was Elon Musk just dumped a bunch of money into it, and that was what was able to get Tesla out of it. But so he did save Tesla, but he didn't. I didn't realize he didn't originally start Tesla or have anything to do with it. I didn't realize he wasn't starting a lot of these businesses. Most of these businesses he was just like buying into or throwing money at it.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that about Elon Musk.
Same. Wow. Yeah, like of course I know. I know his father. His father, he was a gem miner. So
he was a gem miner.
Mm-hmm.
Musk money was his genius. Yeah, I was always under the impression that he was like a creator. Like I was like an engineer. I was always convinced it was him as an engineer, like coming up with really cool things. Like the coolest thing he probably ever came up with, but somebody gave him the idea, was that goddamn flamethrower. He did make a flamethrower, or at least sold a flamethrower. But yeah, and then so you know about the Trump connection with the original Tesla, right?
Say that again.
You know about the Trump connection with the original Tesla? There was a John Trump, who was Donald Trump's uncle. After Tesla passed away, he was actually the landlord of Tesla's property, and he was able to come in and take all of Tesla's old information and files. So Donald Trump's uncle eventually got all of Tesla's old papers, which I thought was interesting because Donald Trump's uncle was actually pretty smart. But yeah, it's interesting. His uncle, yeah.
I remember something said about that
because he had a flat in New York, and I think Uncle Trump owned some of it.
But it's this stuff goes in deep. This is like that's the whole structure of it. Like, it's too much.
Yeah, it's strange. It's strange how you'll find all these weird connections. The other one is what is it? The Time Traveler, Baron Trump. The books. There's a bunch of books about a time traveler by the name of Baron Trump, and his advisor is a guy named Don, and he's the one that
Yeah,
like
that's
yeah
weird.
teaches him how to do everything and like gives him instructions. It's an interesting book, older book, The Last President.
Yes,
Yeah, there
it
was one.
is.
There was one of the books was called The Last President. I know what you're talking about, but yeah, there's a few books in the series, I believe. Like one, or I thought there was
Yeah,
like two or three.
like I believe that Donald Trump is the anti-Christ.
What'd you say, Donald Trump? What?
I I said I believe that Donald Trump is the anti-Christ. The antichrist.
You think he's the Antichrist? Why?
Mhm. Because like the Bible talks about someone who has the characteristics as Donald Trump, and it also mentions that he is like Donald Trump is the he's like the trumpet. Like it did
I gotta.
mentioned the word trumpet. Um,
Oh, because the trumpets will sound. Um,
mm,
the seven
but no,
the seven trumpets or something like that. The seven signs
mm,
of the apocalypse. I can't remember. And then like the trumpets are one of them because there was these floating cities that people were reporting in China and in a couple other places. And charismatic leader, head wound, and the soft spoken man has a point. Oh yeah, he's agreeing with you on the Antichrist.
the,
I find those connections
the
with everything because
soft-spoken man has a point.
yeah, he's talking about you. You're the soft spoken
Uh,
man. But I feel like people do this with every president because they did it with. I remember when I was younger, they did it with Barack Obama too because they were like, "Oh, it's going to be a man in black," and just happened to be the first black president, and they were like, "Oh yeah, Obama's the Antichrist." Yeah, I heard that too. I heard
yeah, yeah.
I've heard
Mm,
of a lot of people talk about is it Revelations in the Bible that talks about the end of times?
yeah.
I've heard people
It's
tell me
interesting.
that Revelation has already happened and that like it was described already with people that came on horseback from like the east. Someone's got really loud speakers. Did you hear my whole house
Mm,
rattle? They went by.
yeah, that it's interesting how like oh man, like this shit goes down very deep. This whole thing
Oh
goes
yeah,
down very deep.
I don't know.
Should
I don't know if it's a human
should we?
characteristic because it feels like a lot of humans always try to predict the end of the world. And same with like the Antichrist and stuff like that. Like if I had $1 for every time somebody told me the fucking world was gonna end, whether it was the Y2K bug, whether it was 2012 and the fucking Mayans, or like I feel like there's always somebody talking about an end of the world apocalypse or
Yeah,
whatever religion said that they were waiting for whatever comet to come by and they were gonna like leave the planet and go up on it with them. There's plenty of cults
yeah,
that have like gotten rid of themselves to try to join this crazy movement. But yeah, there's always humans trying to predict the end of the world, and I think it's a very conceited thing to think about how big like the existence of humans is very small, but in the grand scope of things, it's very conceited to think that it's going to end in your lifetime, which is just a small blip. Like if you talk about like 40 to 100 years, it seems like a very short period of time for people to actually get
mm-hmm.
the end of the world.
100%. Yeah, the end. Well, of course, like 'cause no one knows the day or the hour, so
It says that in the Bible that no human will know the day or the hour. And I always use that actually as a reference because most of the people that are making predictions are usually biblical, and they usually try to provoke scripture in explaining it. And I'm like, yeah, but even in scripture it says that it's not going to be predicted with 100% accuracy.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people
What's going on?
come up with their own interpretations of what the Bible says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we do that with everything. We do it with every old text. And I don't even think it's that I don't even think the texts have to be that old. I think the best example that we have in the United States is even the Constitution is reinterpreted to fit the needs of the people that are in power. Like,
yeah, have you heard about like how Donald Trump is going to try to campaign for a third term?
yes. I think that's a joke. I think it's like I think it's a joke to get people riled up. But I do see that. What was that?
Michael Phillips. He said that Donald Trump he will try to attempt a third term. And it like
So okay, so let me explain. I think because of his impeachment, I actually do think he's able to run for a third term if he wanted to. I actually do think it's actually legally plausible for him to run for a third term because his first term might have been nullified. But I don't actually see him trying to do it. I actually see JD Vance in a better position to actually run, or maybe even like I wouldn't even mind seeing Vivek Ramaswamy in there. There's a few people I would like to see. Yeah, I like Vivek Ramaswamy. Joshua Jesus did say, you would know the season, which is in relation to the biblical times, but many people try to make it seem sooner than it is. The Talmud says 6,000 years, and we are in year 5,785. But yeah, I saw that as well. I think Trump did it, and that's why he made like merch and stuff with it. I think it was very much just a troll thing. I think he was doing it just to make people on the left mad because they're like, you can't do this.
Yeah.
Like to see DeSantis run again. I would like to see DeSantis run again. I think he could actually do it well, but I don't think he's charismatic enough to actually ever win the presidency with the way that our presidents are actually set up now. Like you actually have to be a little more charismatic. You have to be able to talk, be behind the mic. Like people need to either feel calmed by your voice or reassured by your voice. And I don't think people get that from DeSantis. I think he's just too socially awkward. He'd be good though.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I do have to go.
Oh, okay. No worries, man.
Yeah. I'll catch you soon again, Jacob.
Yeah, it was good seeing you, Andre.
Yeah,
I'll talk to you again soon.
It's good to see you again. It's good to be back.
Yeah, you enjoy the rest of your day, man.
And both Michael McIntosh 2028.
Macintosh 2028, he says.
Yep. All right. See y'all soon. Have a good day.